Hello, darlings. Happy Wednesday to you all. And breathe. So, there's a lot going on in the energies. I don't know if I will ever be able to greet you without saying something along the lines of that. So it's intense. A reminder, Carly and I are doing our protection ceremony next week. I do think it's needed, to be honest. 9 o'clock, no, sorry. Wednesday the 9th, so a week today, 10:30 a.m. Daylight Saving Time. So come and join us. The weather is very interchangeable. We've got some wind, we've got some sun, but it's definitely decidedly cooler, which I'm very grateful for. I do love the heat, don't get me wrong, when I'm on holiday. When I'm trying to work, no. And living in this beautiful apartment that I do, it gets fucking hot in here. Anyway, I digress. I'm grateful for everyone and everything in my life. We practice gratitude over here all the time. However, we are in pretty shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde begins on the 17th of this month, 17/7/717. So, you have been warned, because Mercury retrograde ain't for the faint of heart. Furthermore, there are other retrograding planets as well. So we will not go into the details of those because this is not an astrology chat. But I do have some new cards that a very lovely client of mine gave to me yesterday. So I am going to use them and see what the collective need to know for today. So messages from this beautiful... messages from this beautiful collective spirit. What is it? These cards are amazing. What is it? Oh, lust. There is a lot of sexual energy around, so that's probably why that's come to come to my attention. So what do we need to know? I am actually going to take these. Oh, okay. So we have forbidden. Interesting. We have movement and we have conclusion. I have never ever seen these cards in my life. They are amazing. And weirdly, when she gave them to me, she said, pull the top card off. So I did, and it had my name on it. Granted, spelt differently, but it had my name on it. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. So we have forbidden. That to me is saying there's a door you're trying to open that isn't your door. We have movement. We have conclusion. So to give you an idea, I am still closing out my twin flame journey. Still closing it out. It's taken a long time. Just in this lifetime, it's been nearly 10 years, right? Never mind however many lifetimes I've had with this person. Again, hugely grateful to them, always will be. Wish them the best in life because they do deserve it, yes. But I am still closing that cycle out. And for those of you who knew when they've been here, or you'd see it in my videos sometimes, I had a beautiful Audrey Hepburn canvas. But the eyes always reminded me of my DM. Don't ask me why, they just did. So that has now gone. I've had to remove it because I felt like I was kept on looking back. No, we're not about that. And I think for a lot of you, you have been in that energy of moving over and out of very long cycles, right? So that's why we've got conclusion and movement. We also have success. Congratulations. I'm going to clarify these. We have strength. And I feel like this is you being congratulated by the divine for closing out these cycles, okay? And then we have confidence. And it says on it, Skyak. I think. I've probably pronounced that incorrectly. No, I think it says Gaiac actually, because it's S. It's not a C. Or is it a C? Skyak. Skyak. S-C-I-A-C-H. Skyak. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, so I apologise for that. But the bottom line is, there's also 2 horses on here. So horses are very beautiful, majestic creatures. Some of you may have a power animal, spirit animal, a totem animal as a horse. But horse is movement, and you are being congratulated by the divine because you have taken that forward movement and moved away from something no longer serving you. So let's get some clarity on this. I have got 2 of the decks I'm going to use in a minute. In fact, fuck it. Let's start now. These are the Robin Hood Tarot, and honestly, they're pretty funky. So why is forbidden here, please? What is forbidden all about? We know that that was a door that's not for you. It was a door for you, but the divine have shut it because this person wasn't stepping up. Yeah, the star in reverse. You were hopeless about this situation. You'd really thought that this was going to become something, and it hasn't, right? Because it wasn't meant to. It wasn't your door. All right, clarify movement. Wow, 7 and 7. So the 7-7 portal could be important here. 7 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. Right, okay. Has anyone seen Outlander? I'm getting very big Scottish vibes with this card. Outlander, though, in particular. It's very powerful. Very clever, very well written, very... I haven't watched it for ages, to be honest, but it is really good. 7-7. So we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, which is confusion being removed. And we have the 7 of Wands in reverse, which is you're no longer defending something. You're standing up for yourself more. You're done with this situation. Okay, so this is a collective that are done with a certain person they don't want anything more to do with. They realise that that person was probably blocking them in quite a few ways. Clarify conclusion, please. This has been my reality for quite a while, so yeah. Here we are, the 3 of Cups. Now, some of you may have had the opportunity to meet up with this person and it was all you wanted for so long, and you've met up with them and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck did I see in them? And because you've risen your vibration and changed frequency and timelines, you can't do it anymore. And you're celebrating your growth. Clarify the success. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So you've really stepped into your power here, and you're standing in your power. It's been a long fucking cycle, and you're done, and you're being congratulated. From here on out, there is good things coming. This 5 of Swords energy, you know, it took you a lot of mental conflict and a lot of conflict in general working through this cycle, but you realise, oh my God, I had to let this person go. Clarify confidence. Clarify confidence. And there's an anger being purged quite a lot. Yeah, 7 of Swords. There's a lot of anger being purged here. And, you know, you're stepping into your power more and more, but you've realised where you were deceiving yourself. So there's anger towards yourself as well. Be very careful with anger. Because when you are angry towards yourself in particular, you can affect your gallbladder and your liver. Okay? So don't be angry. Just forgive. Practice forgiveness. There is a very disgruntled energy with this person's face. Very angry, upset, miserable, like a miser energy. It's not a good energy at all. Then we have the, is that the King of Cups? Oh, we have a King of Cups here. Okay, so you're realising that you are worthy of that loving connection, loving relationship. But you held on to this other situation for so long. And because you did put that work into yourself as well, the universe is going to reward you in the form of a new love, whatever that means. Anything else? There wasn't alignment for you and that other person to be in union. You weren't meant to be in union with them. Oh, wow. Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Ooh. There's definitely new beginnings here coming. Anything else, Spirit? No, I don't want those. I just saw the Ace of Cups, though, which is beautiful. Five of Pentacles. Oof. Yeah, you've been left out in the cold for... Wow, that card's quite dramatic. You've been left out in the cold for long enough. By yourself and by this other person. Because you've had the bravery and the confidence to let this person go and move away from them and stay in your heart space because you've been doing the forgiving work, you're aligning with the true love. Okay? True love is coming. Interesting. Separate message. Someone here watching this has studied ballet, has been a ballerina, has done ballet, or is going to watch a ballet. But a ballet is very significant. Ballet dancing or just going to a ballet. It's very significant, okay? It's a very separate message, but very significant. All right, so what else does this collective need to know? Another new deck of cards. These are incredible. Oh, this is the Ten of Cups. Look at that. I couldn't tell you what this is called, but even the back of it is beautiful as well. So we've got a collective here where they've let go of someone no longer serving them, but they're obviously having to process and purge that person out. It takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So what do the collective need to know with this energy? For a lot of you, this person is going to try and come back in. Throat chakra. And as I said that, the fucking Six of Cups comes out. They're going to try and come in. We've got the Queen of Swords, but I still think you're going to cut them out. I feel like you're still going to go, nope. No, thank you. Knight of Wands. They might only be coming in with passion. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a bit of passion. If there is more to it. If someone is coming in just trying to fuck you, fuck off. No. If you've got such a big foundation for more than that, fair enough. But for a lot of you, this person is only going to come in and try and sleep with you. Or they've already done that and you've gone, no. And because you've gone, no, because you know your fucking power and you know your worth, you're being rewarded with somebody amazing. Six of Swords. Yeah, you've definitely moved away from this situation. There's some very significant cards here. We have the Ten of Wands. A bear is significant here as well. A bear. Whales. The Death card. I am loving these cards. Thank you to Lisa, who very kindly gave them to me. The Phoenix is here too, look. We have a Phoenix. So we have a death and rebirth, obviously, with the Phoenix. But for a lot of you as well, you've got your passion back for life. You've got your passion back. Clarify the Queen of Swords, please. You're not taking any prisoners at the minute. The Death card. You're not taking any prisoners. It's like you're standing in your power. This Queen of Swords energy as well is transformation with that beautiful butterfly. But also, you're not chasing this person anymore. The Hierophant. Now, for some, not all, you will know if this fits. Some of you have got commitment coming in from the person you would like it to be with. So if you haven't let go of your twin flame, then you may have that person coming back in for this. But for a lot of you, they're just not on the same page as you. They're just not on the same timeline. My nose ring I've got a hook in my nose, in my nostril, and it keeps moving, so I apologise for that. Furthermore, hay fever is apparent. Yeah, Knight of Wands, clarified by the Two of Swords. If someone is still causing you confusion, they gotta fucking go, right? Don't mess with someone's feelings just because you're not sure. And the reason they're not sure is not because of how they feel about you. They know how they feel about you. They're just not sure they're worthy of that. So they're trying to come in for something. In some cases, they're just going to leave you the fuck alone because they know that you deserve more, right? And they're afraid of love and fear it massively. And, you know, you're someone that, although you are a beautiful wish fulfillment to them, they're willing to let you go because they know they can't offer you what you deserve. In which case, you know, they're burdened by the idea of you moving away. But at the same time, you got to do what's right for you. Yeah, you got to go with where it works, and you got to go where your energy is matched. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Your higher self is guiding you to this end. So don't be feeling bad because you have the commitment coming. With the Ten of Cups and the World, you have it coming, where someone will be emotionally available and not be giving you any of this hidden shit. They will be telling you the truth. Or this could be your person returning for the relationship that you both desire, and your higher selves have been guiding you to that as well. Take it as it resonates, because there's two different messages coming here. As you know, I seem to pick up on a few different collectives. I like to be... Don't know what that was. Gobbledygook. I'm going to use these cards again because I really like them. Right, bear with me a second. I'm also going to have a slurp of my coffee. Yummy. What else does this collective need? Princess of Pentacles. Beautiful. Learning something new. Ten of Swords. Okay. Six of Wands. Two of Swords. So there is some confusion here, but the Hangman, delays. Let's have one more. Thank you. The Knight of Swords. So delays, well, the Hangman isn't necessarily, well, it is delayed. I don't want to say delays. The Hangman is surrender, is pause, reflect. Take your energy back. This is all unfolding how it is supposed to. Okay. Clarify the Princess of Pentacles, please. Judgment. Realization. The Ten of Swords is clarified, by the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. Now, this is some kind of union. So it's like somebody here has realised that they have got to close out stuff. They've had to really work through, I would say for this collective, commitment issues as well. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. But they're coming in, a lot of them by Leo season, for commitment with you. Now, I know we're not in Leo season yet, but I'm feeling the 8-8 portal is going to be quite significant. The 8-8 portal, quite significant. Because someone does want commitment. Okay, they do. This is a different collective to normal. This feels like somebody from the past. Or it's somebody who is ending a commitment that they're already in because they realise that it's not serving them anymore. Again, different collectives. Because my readings are long, that's why I pick up on a few different collectives. I've realised that. Okay. The very... King of Swords, yeah. They're very clear in the... I was about to say they're very clear in their mind, this person, about you. Yeah, Chariot and the Knight of Cups. They're very clear about you. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. They've definitely had to walk away from something, or are choosing to walk away from something. Now, tell me more about this Four of Wands and Hierophant. Is that, I was about to say, is it union energy? But it's, it's somebody they're no longer aligned with. Look, love is in reverse. It's somebody they're no longer aligned with, so they're ending a commitment. So that is a very similar message to what I've been channeling. Someone is, okay, two messages. Someone's coming back from the past. You know who they are. They're coming in and offering you commitment. One message. Actually, there's three messages. So that's the first message. Second, someone from the past coming in. They want commitment, but they're afraid. So they might only come in with half-assed energy, in which case you're going to cut them out, right? Third message, somebody knows you are the one they want to be with. They're in another commitment and they're having to leave it. But they're willing to do it because they know it's right for them. Yeah, Six of Wands. They're wanting to do it, and they're going to start the process in Leo season very strongly here. Yeah, Seven of Wands. You know, there's a bit of a combative energy here. Seven of Swords. Ooh, I might be starting it sooner actually. There's a very combative energy here, but this person or collective have just not been given the reciprocity that they desire in love, in a relationship, in a commitment. And, you know, they're not appreciated, they're demanded upon. There's a real yucky energy here. They need some balance in their life. And with the Queen of Swords, they know with you, you don't bullshit, right? You're very true, very fair, very... sometimes quite logical with stuff, but the Queen of Swords is also an energy that they have been dealing with. Throat chakra. Did you see how that went? And the Queen of Swords is somebody who doesn't offer much emotion. So we have an ending coming for this collective. An ending of a relationship to start a new one. Now, it's not that they're leaving the other person for someone else. No. They've known they've needed to end this for quite some time. It's just this other person is a catalyst and is showing them, oh my God, that's what, you know, I would want more so in a relationship. High Priestess, higher self are guiding. There is a lot of anxiety over this. There is a lot of anxiety. So if you are dealing with someone that you're connected to who's going through this particular situation, please be compassionate because it's quite triggering for them. But they also are triggered because they know that you could be everything they want and more, and that the person they're with has to, it's just done. It's a done deal. Wow. I just cut the deck and got Justice. So, justice, it could be a legal matter. It could be, it's usually some kind of contract being discussed. Sticking with these cards because they're great. All right. I'm also going to have some coffee. Oh. Okay. So the collectives that we've picked up on, what next messages do we have for them? The Death card in reverse. The Eight of Cups. Okay. The Queen of Cups. The Seven of Wands. The Three of Wands. And then the Knight of Wands. Okay. Alright, clarify the Death card in reverse. The Moon. There's a bit of drama here. Bit of drama, bit of combative energy. I really feel, in some cases, not all. Yeah, we've got 2 Queen of Cups. All right, in some cases, for some of you in this collective, with the Death card coming in reverse and then the Moon coming out, there's a cycle of fear to close out about leaving a situation behind because they're worried about how the other person is going to react. They kind of already know it's going to be combative energy. They know it's going to be conflicting energy, but they know who their person is, and it ain't the person they're with. No. So it's not the person they're with. They just want to remove themselves from the third party. Clarify the Knight of Wands, please. There is this resilience energy here. There's a lot of passion in this. Not surprising that the Lovers has just come out. There's a lot of passion in this energy that this person has towards you. But they know they need to, they've got to work through some fears of ending something. Tell me more about the Death card in reverse. What more is it to do with the Hierophant? If I'm honest with you, do you know what I think it is that they're afraid of? It feels to me like it's more having another commitment. It's like the commitment they've experienced hasn't been what they wanted. And so they're afraid almost to have that again and it go Pete Tong. But they at the same time know that they do want that with you. Even though that, yeah, they do. 3 of Cups, they do. But they've got to work through that fear before they can make it more clear. And they will work through it. They will. Okay, anything else in this collective? The Knight of Pentacles. Long-standing cycle. But they also know you deserve stability, and with the Star here as well. You know, they know that there is an opportunity for a wonderful healing here too. And there's hope for this amazing... They know with you they could have it all, basically. They know they've got to leave another situation behind, and they know that they could have it all with you. Which is lovely. Leo season's very, very, very highlighted. And as I said to you, particularly the 8-8 portal. Okay. Any of the messages? Any of the messages? The Knight of Swords. The Death card upright and the 7 of Wands. Someone's feeling a lot of passion towards you. Like, it's driving them in some capacity here. It's moving you forwards to them. Yeah, 8 of Wands. It's moving them, sorry, forwards to you. They're very driven. 7 of Cups in reverse. They're not confused, but they're having to clear some confusion here about what... It's almost like they've got this, I don't want to say the word trauma, but they've got this experience of not having what they want in a connection or relationship or commitment. They've had this whole experience of, I never really had that love that I thought I had. You know, this was somebody who was gaslighting me a lot. This is somebody who was manipulating me. They were very much in it for themselves kind of energy. It's quite narcissistic, to be honest. And some of you have realised it could have been you that was dealing with this, right? Take it as it resonates. But this person or this group of people who are knowing they need to end something else will do it because they're being driven by the fact that they want reciprocity and that they deserve reciprocity. Anything else? Ten of Cups. They want the Ten of Cups, but not with who they're with. All right. I'm going back to these bad boys. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Well, we have a lot of nudity here, so I apologise for that. I'm not going to show it you, don't worry. So we have the Ten of Swords. Good Lord. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords and Judgment. Judgment's quite nudity, so we're just going to do that. They know. For some of them, they're going to come to this conclusion. No. Well, for some of them, they're going to come to the conclusion very quickly what they need to do. For others, they know what they need to do already, i.e. end something, and it's going to happen very fucking quickly. They're not fucking about anymore. They've probably had several experiences where they've nearly ended things for good, and it's not quite materialised, and they've tried and tried and tried, and then they're just like, nah, I'm done. Can't do it anymore. Here we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is the energy of it's childlike energy, it's returning energy, yeah, it's past life energy, possibly, yes. But this person is giving a cup to the other person. Yeah, they're giving a cup. Somebody wants to give you their cup of love. And they've had to work through some defense about that. But they see the bigger picture. Clarify the Death card, please. As I said before, an ending of a commitment. It's coming. Clarify the Eight of Wands, please. Knight of Pentacles. Now, these two cards are a contradiction in terms. The Eight of Wands is fast-paced energy. The Sodding Knight of Pentacles is not. However, what the Sodding Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving motherfucker in the fucking tarot, but the most stable knight. He is offering commitment. And as I said to you, there is a fast-paced energy. So they're going to be ending one commitment and finding out that they want to be in another commitment quite fucking fast. They don't want to fuck about. And the world is needed, like more love is needed in the planet. So if people are with the right person, i.e. the person God has for them, it's going to make the world a better place. I promise you it is. Where the fuck did that go? It's the King of Wands, I believe. Yeah, here we are. This King of Wands is not in any doubt about who you are. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Cups. They know they can hold their heart out to you and you will give it back as well. You will be their Queen of Cups to their King of Cups. Do you know what I mean? Like there's an equal partnership. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. Wow. The Nine of Pentacles. They know that they are worthy of having it all. And even though they look to the outside world like they've had it all, it's only really been on paper that they've had it all. They've not had it emotionally. They've not been emotionally fulfilled. They've not been fulfilled in many ways. And so they've held on to this facade for quite a long time. And now they're like, nah. Enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. Five of Cups. I cannot do this anymore. Again, look at this dude's face. He's miserable as fuck. Anything else? The Lovers, Justice, and the Two of Swords. I mean, these cards are quite rude. I can't show you these, but there is a naked couple here. And you can see everything. So we're just going to do that and that. A decision is being made about a separation as we speak for some people. Yeah. A decision is being made. Enough's enough. They've probably been feeling this since... I think they had an idea beginning of this year that they needed to end something. In fact, I think they had an idea probably this time last year. But now they're really sure what they need to do, right? But probably since springtime, they have been really feeling pushed out by that person that they're with. And it's like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just not doing this anymore. It's not serving me. I'm done. I can't be arsed. I know I deserve more. You know, and this, as I said, it could be a male or a female energy. You know, it's not gender specific. Take it as it resonates. But there is this overarching energy of somebody who, excuse me, I'm having to, the nose, oh fucking hell, I've just pulled it out now. The nose, excuse me, sorry, I hope you're not squeamish, anyone watching that. It keeps pulling itself down. Right. Any other messages before I sign off? The Four of Pentacles. Dragonflies and swans are mentioned here. The Knight of Cups. Tower. The Five of Swords. The Devil. Ooh. The Moon in reverse. Yeah, they're letting go of something here. They are letting go. They've been trying to kid themselves into thinking that this other situation could work, and it hasn't been working for quite some time. They've just been manipulated into thinking it works because they had some kind of, could have been they had certain attachment styles, for example. Magician. They're an alchemist. This group of people are alchemists. Pretty major ones. Shadow side has just shown itself. Yeah. They're done. They're done. They're done. Look at the Tower card. There's reference to a shooting star, the sun, a dove by the looks of things. They can't do it anymore. They cannot do it anymore. They cannot do it anymore. That's the only thing. Yeah, they've got to move away from someone very toxic. Most likely a mother figure. But take it as it resonates. Because it could be somebody who has mother wounds to heal as well. Or you may find you still have those to work through. They're definitely seeing their happiness with another person. Yeah, King of Pentacles. And they're realising where their attention, their actions, their efforts would be appreciated elsewhere. There's no confusion about that. They know it's time to figure it all out. They've been left out in the cold for long enough. We have another Tower here as well. The foundation isn't stable and hasn't been for a while. We have the World. Ugh. And the Five of Wands in reverse. Ooh, they know there would be no... They know, for those that see this and are dealing with somebody who's going through what will be soon a separation, they look at you and see so much more than you think. Two of Wands. They look at you and see so much more. And there is that sadness there to work through. We have the Three of Swords and we have the King of Cups. They see, yeah, Six of Wands. They see the victory and they see how well a connection with you would work. You know, it's as simple as that. They see how well it would work with you. Which is really beautiful, to be honest. Now, as I am channeling this, Some of you already know, when I start channeling and I get toothache, jawache, toothache, cheekache, it's usually connected to deception. So someone here isn't telling the truth. So you may not be aware that this person sees all of this in you. Like, you might be aware energetically, you might be aware, I don't know, telepathically, and higher self energy wise, you may be aware. But I don't think this person has told you the full fucking truth. So, are they going to tell the truth to this person who's watching this? This group of people watching this, are these, right, 5 of Cups, yeah, they've got to, 5 and 5, they've got to, because they've felt it for a while. Queen of Cups, King of Wands, yeah, yes and yes. They'll probably tell you about some of their plans, if I'm honest with you, because they trust you. So they might tell you what's going on. They might say, actually, yeah, this is what's happening. You know, it's just a matter of time, really. 5 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Ooh. There's a lot of change coming here. They're very enamoured by you. This energy. Clarify the King of Wands. There's so much of an emotional connection as well. Justice in reverse. This person hasn't been given what they deserve. They've aligned with someone, karmic trauma bond, whatever you want to call it, who had to, you know, they had a contract to fulfill. That contract's done, pretty much. 8 of Swords and 10 of Wands. They've been stuck for long enough. It's time. Choose themselves. Why is a star here, please? 10 of Cups and the Emperor. Ooh. There could have been some father wounds that needed to be healed as well. Possibly an abandonment of a father. For you or, you know, the person you're connected to. And they've had to work through that because they weren't shown what a healthy relationship looks like, possibly. Clarify the 10 of Swords. 2 of Wands. They're definitely planning on an ending here with someone. Yeah, 8 of Wands in reverse. Enough's enough. They can't deal with it anymore. It's got to end. 9 of Wands. They've got to work through some stuff. 3 of Swords. There is this trepidation. There is this anxiety. There is this... oh my God, I've really got to do it. But they are going to do it. They're determined. There's a real determination. Because they want their Empress. So we have an Emperor wanting their Empress. Very fucking clearly. And they know they've got to end something else in order to have that. Yeah, 4 of Swords and the High Priestess. And this is somebody who they know, intuitively, you know there's going to need to be some respite and some time. You know they're not going to just jump from one thing to another. They're going to have to take some time to be on their own. Yes, of course. But there is this energy of just knowing that you can be very healing for one another. And in a number of ways. It's a very beautiful energy. The other thing is, there's money involved with this other person. So they're trying to figure out costs and stuff. Because it's not cheap, as we know. We have the Queen of Cups and the Knave of Coins. They've seen something in you for quite some time. I don't think you've been aware, though. I think you've always known you got on with this person, or you've liked them, or you've cared about them, but there's more. There's more here. It could be a friendship that develops into something. And to be honest with you, the best foundation for a relationship is a friendship. But this person don't just want to be your friend. No, they want a lot more than that. Let me fucking tell you, with this energy, they are like, they're very enamoured, very attractive, very magnetised to you. All you can do, let's just get some final messages. All you can do is focus on you, but someone is also focused on you. Any final messages for the collective watching? Oath. A promise. Deliverance is a word I wanted to say then. I don't say that word very often. Playful. Be yourself. Be playful. We do have some lust. And we do have complicated here as well. And again, you know, this is stuff, High Priestess of Spirit. Oh my Lord, I love these cards. They're amazing. That's how they see you though. Someone in there, you know, they see you in and we've got success again. Let me just clarify these last few cards. One sec. Let me go with these ones. Clarify the oath, please. 3 of Wands and Page of Cups. Yeah, okay. This isn't just about... Do you see how this woman is seducing this man? It's not about seduction. What they want isn't about... They don't just want seduction. They want it all. They don't want just a quick fuck every now and again and then that's it. You just go back to being existing, you know? They want more than that. They want their 2 of Cups. And they thought they had it with this person, but they've realised, no. And, you know, they've made it complicated for themselves. They've tried to convince themselves this is the right thing to do because they thought they loved them. It's not love, it was lust. A lot of the time it was lust. And it was this, okay, this person fulfills me intimately, but emotionally, they weren't. And you were trying to tell yourself, oh yeah, you know, I get a great amount of sex from them. It's amazing. It's this, it's that. And it's like, yeah, but that's not fucking enough. Love isn't enough as well. We got the Chariot and we got Justice. They are moving forward with some kind of separation. It's very clear that will be successful because Divine is orchestrating it. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. It will work to the person's favour. Whoever is brave enough to move and change, it will work to their favour. Spirit will always align and assist a stubborn heart as well. And if someone here is meant to be with somebody else and it's God divinely guided or godly divinely guided, it will be divinely orchestrated. Everything. The breakdown of another situation, whatever that means, you know? Right, I am going to leave this here because I do have to go. I hope this helps. Let me know. If you would like any of my services, a reading, coaching session, for Ascension, if you'd like a healing session, a shamanic healing session, a past life regression, past life healing, energy clearing, you want some spell work removed, if you want to do something in person, message me, Zoe@accessspiritualist.co.uk. Toodaloo, love you lots!